Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
Every athlete, every person, every human being has an opportunity. Some opportunities don't come when you want them. But if you're prepared, good opportunities can happen. Always be ready, because you never know when your number is gonna get called.
I'm not coming back.
Amy Apparel, encourage me, I'm young.
Hey, hey! Rise and grind for your daily news. Rise and grind, grinding just for you. Rise and grind when you don't have a clue. Rise, we've got the scoop for you. Yeah.
What's it, karaoke?
Yes.
Oh my God! Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, y'all. We do this every Monday through Friday, 9:15, or whenever late ass get on until 11:15. So,
Nick has a job.
Oh gosh, jeez,
A real job.
oh my gosh, no shirts. Anyway, we gonna have a good time today. Anybody? I got the gas station chronicle. It's kind of funny, but it's not. Okay.
Okay.
I'm be lying. Ladies, if you have your feet out, please have your feet done. And that little baby toe, you just put that little drop of paint on. Leave that motherfucker alone.
You're not supposed to paint it?
No, just leave it. Just leave it, because
That's not cute.
it don't have to be cute.
That's
But
that broken toe. Like, everybody done slammed that MF one too many times. And it just gave you a little bit of nail.
Bend, that's all.
Yeah.
just lean it to the side. Shout out to the toe with autism. Listen, we're going to go ahead and don't look at me. I mean,
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
you can say autism. Everybody on the spectrum.
Well, I know I am.
I know, that's right. Thank you, Trey.
You're welcome.
For my autistic brother with us, we are rolling with the punches. We got Lake, Barbara, Sean P. checking out Talk to Todd. No, but seriously, ladies, I'm serious. If you don't have your feet out, please. Yeah, do something. But it wasn't the fact that she had the little paint on it. It wasn't even on the toe. It was just on her skin. She didn't have a toe now.
It's Halloween. You can paint your toe until Friday.
Be like, boo, bitch. Anyway, I'm sorry. I cuss. Did you warn your client? Did you warn your people? Like,
Well, my mother's on here.
oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, she already know
That's
how
Barbara.
you. She already know how you is.
No, she don't know. Yes, she does.
And she does. She birthed you. Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
That's like the best thing ever.
Facts.
Yeah. Top
Thank
of the
you,
top.
mommy.
Right.
The fuck?
Really? You know what? Happy birthday, Shani Shan. Today is Shani Shan's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Scorpio.
Scorpios.
Shani had some good strawberry cheesecake here last night.
Did you get it from?
Yeah,
D?
yeah. That boy can cook. He don't look like he can cook, but he can cook.
He used to look like he can cook.
Wow.
But he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he lost a lot.
and then I think a lot of times when you do things like cook cakes and things like that, you the
Trying to
last
get-
thing you want is a cake.
Right.
Like that smell is
And then
like,
you trying to get revenge on people. I'm gonna make her fat. You know what I mean?
and that strawberry cheesecake is the truth.
Oh my god!
Yes, it is.
And then of course, you had some of it too.
No, I like strawberry cheesecake.
I'm about to say, he been just spreading the cheesecake around. That's what I'm about to say. I'm sorry, Dre.
Hey, man.
Okay, all right. We go. Praise God. Today, I would like to introduce my beautiful host. I mean, she does everything you can name, but she not here right now. So Lake came in her.
I came in her place to do a better job. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's your girl, Lake Butler, and I am here on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Right. We will experience time during this show where Miles will talk when I should be.
Hello.
Just ignore
I'm
it.
sorry.
It's a thing for him.
How y'all
He
doing today?
wants to be up
Y'all
and me
okay?
or me.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm not sure which one it is,
good.
but I think it's
I know
a
Dre.
constant crush.
Kelly.
So
And the beautiful young lady down there.
Yep. So I'm so happy to have all of them here today. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that my mother's watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because she will beat your ass.
Quick.
hey,
I'm
mama.
just letting you know.
Hey, mama.
All right.
My mama will not like. She's a Taurus. She would not like you.
Really?
She like, you know, who's that one guy that's always talking when you talking? I don't like
I don't
him.
even like- I
And then
don't
she'll
even
be
know who you
90.
talking
Like,
about.
remember when
I
you
don't
used to do
even know.
podcasts and there was that one guy?
I don't know who you talking
The
about.
one that came to the
I
show
don't
looking
know.
like Charlie Brown. You know. The big pumpkin. Was it Halloween?
The big pumpkin.
He came as a whole podcast.
Not the whole podcast.
You need to be funny.
Wait until you do your stand up for your birthday. I'm going to be sitting in the front row.
You must be in the front row. Hey y'all, hey y'all, I don't even know why y'all like but she here. So, Lake, can you introduce your guest?
As soon as Shani put their names up on
Shani got this.
So today we are going to be focusing on the subject of knowing your rights, primarily knowing your rights to vote and exercising those rights. So I have the amazing, introduce yourself.
I could have did that shit.
Well, he can introduce himself.
I am Kelly Green, historian, writer. Whatever you need it, I'm being done it.
All right, that's
That's an old nigga comment. I've been there and I've done that. Okay.
in his Martin Luther King voice.
Hey, I have a dream too, you know.
Damn.
And down to the end table we have
Henrietta Ivy. I am your voice of the community advocate. 2016 speaker at the Democratic National Convention on behalf of home care workers and Fight for 15, and I currently am the precinct delegate in 286 and working with the Michigan Democratic Party.
All right.
There was no way I could have done that. I couldn't even get half those words out. They were all like bigger than 8 letters.
See, that's when they got celebrity in the house. See, celebrities got them big words.
And you, sir?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Andre Otis, precinct delegate 386. I'm also part of the Democratic Party. I've done a lot of speaking before, ran for some seats. I just like to have fun. I'm an asshole sometimes.
Okay, because with a name like Android, you would be.
Not Android,
Hey, nothing's wrong with Android now.
It's like Andre. That's what I'm talking about.
And you know what? For years I called him Andre, and he let me
Andre?
because I was like that EY got to say I. So
Yeah.
Andre is what I said.
That sounds like a superhero name.
He corrected
tried.
it, dog. Like he said, you can say NJ, you can say Andre. I'm like, got it.
Well, I don't blame you, Dre, because put some respect on your name.
That's what his mama named him.
Right.
I don't know what the hell she was thinking about, but that's
Well,
a whole
hey.
other conversation.
We'll talk about my government later.
Don't worry about Gertrude. Listen, y'all are watching the Rise of Grind One show right here today on podcast again. We are talking about exercising your vote. And one of the reasons why we got to exercise our vote because Barack is going to win this year. And no, seriously, I'm voting for the Independent Party. I don't know who's running, but I'm voting for them.
Okay.
Okay. Why y'all get quiet? Why y'all
right, because we're like, one of the things that I will say, and when you were talking your nonsense, I was thinking about people standing up and actually picking a side. And I am so grateful to see one of my favorite artists, Beyonce, pick a side. You know, I was like, you have a right, but part of the right of being famous or having people follow you is to let people know where you stand sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes you got to take that chance and take that leap that you may lose some fans, but if it's something that you really, really believe in, now more than ever is the time to stand up.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Yeah.
And
Kelly. The other Kelly. Kelly Rowland stood up.
Eminem stood up too.
And I'll be honest with you, that's a lot of the problem going on these days. You got a lot of cowards that are rich with money that's afraid to speak up and say something because they're scared to lose fans. And my thing is, hell, you're already rich.
Right.
I mean, you can only get canceled if you allow somebody to cancel you.
Absolutely.
You know, being canceled,
At
you
this
decide
point.
to shut up.
That's like Patrick Mahomes. Like Patrick Mahomes' wife came out and said she's a Trump supporter, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna stay out of it." Dude, really?
He tender dick ass dude. Listen, but serious. Let me get to think about he light skinned.
Oh my God! There you go.
Old Drake ass dude. I want to be special. But no, seriously, I think this vote. I think we're gonna be all right.
I don't know if we'll be all right or not. I'm waiting on the numbers to come in. What do you guys think?
You know what? I think we're going to be fine. It's going to be a fight for sure. But the biggest thing is to make sure we keep pushing this information out and getting people to understand the difference between the two candidates. Like when I'm out there talking to the community, I always tell them you have two choices to live or die. And now if you choose the other candidate that's going to take your rights away, then, you know, we all suffer. But if you choose a candidate that want things to stay in place to move the country forward, then we all succeed.
But you're talking to a country that's damn near half illiterate.
Yeah.
And that's a problem too.
And that's a big problem.
A huge problem.
And you're looking at groups of people who don't feel like they. A lot of people, if you ask them the truth, a lot of people don't even feel like living no more. After the age of 40, they be like, man, shit. I mean, it ain't gonna get no better than what it is.
Yeah.
And you know, you just had a guy kill himself at the plant because he got laid off.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, they tell me, okay, y'all back up. Now he dead.
Wow.
So it's like we just got to really think about how our mentalities as African Americans in America, we are truly, truly lost.
Well, one of the issues I feel like when you know the stories of how many people fought for this right, that you can really touch those stories. I read one 65 years ago. It was called The Kissing Case. You know, these little boys got their ass whooped because a little white girl decided to kiss them. You know, and they lived in a town where people were threatened, children were lynched, and this was only 65 years ago. People were still boycotting and trying to fight for their rights to vote at the ages that most of our parents are, and they're still, you know what I'm saying, 65, 70 years ago. And we're living in a world right now where somebody say, well, I'll just get upset. I don't want to know those stories. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
But we are really going at it the wrong way. Like we had to change. We had to change the way the electoral votes is counted up. You have to change that. That need to be changed by law.
Yeah, that's gerrymandering at work right there.
Yeah, and then we have to understand that it's not about popular vote. Thank God, but I think we living in a time where things are set for the poor people to lose no matter what they do. And then you don't have to be poor financially. You just got to be poor mentally.
Yeah.
And that's way more than half this country.
I try to talk to a lot of kids, especially, I did with my son and my nephews, being from Mississippi. And being that my father grew up in that. And my great-grandfather had his house shot up for helping blacks to vote. I've been to Medgar Evers' house. I saw the bullet holes myself where he was killed. So having that story in my family, I had to teach the younger people about that. Like, look, they will kill you for this right. In Mississippi, about like 80 years ago, black people had to pay $2 to vote, where white people was free to vote. there's a huge push to disenfranchise black voters. Just because you don't see it outwardly doesn't mean it's not still happening.
Well, of course, I mean, but
And then our young people, because they don't see it happening, are just dismissive of it. Like, okay, well, it doesn't happen anymore. Like, no, it's still happening.
yeah,
It's still trying to disenfranchise. It's still gerrymandering. It's still redistricting. It's still trying to do everything they can for you not to have a voice to vote.
Yeah.
yeah. But I think just look at it like this. As you see gerrymandering, right?
Gerrymandering.
Mandering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I have a question for Harrietta or Dre. When you guys are out there and you're talking to people, do you feel like you're trying to educate them to vote?
Yeah, very much so. I wasn't always the politically inclined type of person. I had to hit my head against the wall a few times before I really, got involved the way I am now. And the real reason behind that was because of things I was doing. I started seeing a lot of guys either dying or going to jail, and it's like, wait a minute, we doing some crazy stuff. How can I, do things differently? So I take that same approach to when I'm out on the streets. It's a lot of people out here that feel like voting isn't for them, and they aren't going to get anything out of it. My thing is, well, have you voted locally? Have you voted for a mayor, a city council, state rep, governor, anything like that? Because those are the people that you can really reach out and touch. Those are the people that's actually going to affect you on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, the president is good, but that's somebody that really is a face figure, somebody that comes around every 4 years. What about the people that can actually affect your life every single day? And when you start bringing that out and start having those tough conversations, and honestly, I'm one of the ones that walk up to somebody at the gas station. Do you vote?
Okay.
Let's talk.
Right.
We need more people like you because
Again, I said there's a lot of people out here that are just cowards.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate part about it is we put them in office.
Right.
And we put them in
Exactly.
office because we feel like, oh, this person's been on TV, or oh, this person has a degree,
Or he's black.
or that too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yep.
guess what? Those people haven't even had those tough conversations that needs to be had for them to even get put in office. But we so messed up behind.
we fucked up.
You said it right. We are fucked up in the area.
We all agree.
So messed up behind social
Yamina
media.
agrees. She just said it like.
Right.
It comes to a point to where it's like, who are the real people? Where are those people at? Where are the community leaders that should be in office? And why do we keep allowing money to tell us who should be in seats?
Now I have a question. A lot of people do not believe in the local voting. A lot of people do not even follow those candidates or anything.
Because they only come around when it's time to vote. That's one.
And that's the issue. When you only come around when you want someone to vote, those are the conversations I'm having at the door.
Right.
Like throughout the year, not just in election years, but I'm having conversations literally daily with my community as a precinct delegate and just as a person who's concerned about my community and how it thrives and how it grows. We have to understand that the people we keep putting in office, as Dre said, as Kelly mentioned, these are the people that show you what their talent is. And if they're not moving those communities, then we as a voter need to be like,
Sit
okay,
their ass home.
it's like
Right.
a job, a business owner. If you're not bringing productivity to my company, I'm not going to keep you on my team. So it's definitely about educating the black community particularly, because we don't think voting matters. And I've had plenty of conversations with younger African Americans in Detroit who says, fuck the vote, because look at my community.
Right.
And as I listen to their stories, I have to reply with this because you're not voting.
Now,
if
I'ma
you're
tell
not
you-
voting, you're not going to get the shit you need in your community. That's just true facts.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for this hour and a half or whatever, because there's a lot of things I do not know about voting. There's a lot of things that I hear people say that I'm like, wow, I can't believe that you let that come out of your mouth, but they do anyway. So let's start off with what is it? School board. Who the fuck are those people?
It's too many names. They just popped up.
They got a whole new damn name.
I know
Let's
about
not go
4
there.
on the ballot. The rest of them, like, where the fuck did you come from, and why are you on this ballot?
Right.
That's because it's a check involved.
It is.
Exactly.
It's hidden money that's involved.
Yeah.
It's the power that you can be able to go around it. People love pictures. People
Right.
love Facebook likes and shit like that.
Right.
So when you're able to be in those kind of positions of so-called power, it does something for you. So when you have 100 people running for school board and 50 of them don't have a damn kid, it's like, wait a minute. what you trying to do?
No, that's
what are
crazy.
you advocating for?
Somebody had told me, because I've always had a dream of being part of a city council. I am a Detroiter. I born and raised here. I love my city. I live in the city. So someone was like, well, you should run for school board first. And I'm like, but my kid don't go to DPS. Like, not saying that I can't fight for those kids' rights, but I'm fighting for his specific rights. And it's a reason why I don't have him in DPS. So I don't know if I have a place there.
It's not even DPS no more.
I don't know. What is it?
It's DPDC.
DDPS, CD.
DS.
AFG. Everybody's going with these letters these days.
Exactly.
Right.
I said everybody going with the letters. And again,
The alphabet school.
that's part of the issue. Like, if you have a child, you should run for school board, especially if you took them out of Detroit. There's a reason
Why you
that
talking
they're
about-
not in that school.
Bing, 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 bingo, right
you
there.
now have that knowledge as a parent. I'm not sending my kid to that school because y'all don't have A, B, C, D, and G. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things you then go and fight for when you're there. So you have the experience.
Well, I put him in charter school. He should have just stayed in DPS. I made a worse decision. He going back to DPS.
And I mean, that's when you have a person that can tell you go run for school board, because you have that knowledge of this is why they're not there. But for somebody to just be a doctor or a lawyer, just come, I'm running for school board. Well, what the fuck are you running for school for? You know, have you done anything with kids? Do you deal with your nieces and nephews? Do you have nieces and nephews? What exactly is it? You know, that just goes to, why was Donald Trump running for president? What the hell you need to run for president for? You got everything.
He said it to make a mockery and
Exactly.
powers
That's
that
what,
be.
exactly what it was.
He visually said it, and they played a video thing. If I was to run for president, I'd change over to the Republicans.
Yes, he said it.
Because people
He
are
said it.
stupid.
And he said
and
it.
they
He
have
said
Said
vote.
it and did it.
And
And
did
did
it.
it.
And did it.
Do you guys feel like he had a right to do so?
I mean, yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah,
it's just definitely it's his voting right. It's his choice to do so. But what's the purpose of doing it if you're not doing it for the right reasons?
Well, this whole country been stolen, so why are we even
You know,
talking?
you make a good point
why
there.
are we even,
Right.
this is what I tell people. We bitch and complain about things, and we know the truth.
Yeah.
This whole country was stolen.
Right.
They declared us being 3/5 of a human being, meaning it takes almost 3 of us to become one human being or equal up to the mentality.
Right.
And then, however, we are responsible for over 87% of everything invented in America.
But this is why I say America is a joke. I've always
There you
said
go.
America is a joke. I spell America with 3 Ks. We always talk about what every other country is doing, but I'd be damned if this place, like you just said, didn't steal it. I'd be
Man.
damned if this place didn't come over here or go to another country, make some trades, did some stealing, brought people over here, beat the hell out of them, made you build everything, then told you get the hell on because now I can't hold you no more.
Right.
But I'm going to hang you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to burn up your house. I'm going to say fuck you because
In front of your children.
In front of your
Exactly.
children.
And on TV.
So half the people who decide not to vote, they are carrying that anger, and they use that as
It's not an
a
excuse.
reason not. They do use it as an
And
excuse.
that's my point. It's not an excuse. My thing is this. People these days, they were just talking about it. They go and use the blicky when they get mad at somebody about
Yeah.
something. Why not use your damn vote then?
What's a what?
No, no.
I'm like, I don't use a blicky. What is it? What is a blicky?
I'm with you, late. I'm late on that. What is it?
It's a gun.
It's a good.
Oh, okay. Look, educate me on these.
If you go back
Street lingo.
and use a gun to fight your battles, why not use that same vote to fight your battles? Let's make it clear. We've made voting so easy for you to do now. There's no excuse. They can mail you a ballot. You don't have to go stand at the polls all day long anymore. We'll mail you a ballot.
Yeah.
You can vote early. You don't have to be in all those.
Dermel said people will take from you whatever you let them take. That's true,
Yeah.
including your country and your government.
Yeah.
But well, here's one problem I do have, and I'm gonna test this. But if y'all feel like y'all don't want to say, just say y'all plead the fifth. It's 3 questions I'm gonna ask y'all.
Shit, I'm out.
Thank you.
Okay.
1, what do a Wayne County commissioner do?
Wayne County Commissioner is actually what I ran for before. Wayne County Commissioner is basically.
Okay, wait. You didn't
Wait a
ran.
minute, he's on my team.
No, wait a minute.
Don't stop him.
If you ran for it, you already know what it is.
No, let him answer though.
She's my campaign manager.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
and we're going to educate the people though.
let's
Great
do it.
question.
All right.
Wayne County Commissioner, exactly what it is. They pretty much come up with ordinance for the county. Wayne County has 15 commissioners spread across, of course, Wayne County. Wayne County has almost 2 million people in it. A Wayne County Commissioner is just the legislator of the county. And people make it seem like it's something so different, and it's not. All you're doing is writing laws for the county. You legislate for the county. You have county roads, you take care of those county roads. And what people really don't realize is Wayne County Commissioner is a part-time job. And they make almost $80,000 to work part-time. They only meet a couple of times a month. You know what I'm saying? So something like that, I wish more people was talking about Wayne County, because Wayne County doesn't have term limits. So you can leave the state house or city council and go stay in Wayne County forever. Why? Because we have people that do not vote. They don't get out there and actually find out what these candidates do. They don't get out there and do their own information and their own research on these people. So that's why you can have 85, 90-year-olds sitting on Wayne County board, just sitting there and sitting there and sitting there, and nothing's happening in Wayne County. But guess what? You put them there by not voting.
Now, my question to you is that one of those positions where you could just keep winning and be in? Like, there's no...
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So-
It's no
so-
problem whatsoever.
So
Shout out to
when
Christian Berry. Go ahead.
and his niece threw my baby daddy in jail. So we'll talk about that another time. He's been in for 9 years
Nice being here. I'm
for
out.
smacking the hoe. So
He
talk
pleading
about
the fifth
power.
now.
So when you ran for that position, why do you feel like you didn't win? Is it because people just
Because-
didn't know you?
For one, I was known.
Okay.
I worked under Roy McAllister, who actually took over for Cushionberry. It's District 2, City of Detroit. So
Christian Berry, 112 years old.
So I was out there.
I'm
My job
52.
was community relations. So I basically was out in the community every day. If there was trash issue, that's what I was out there for. There was a blight issue, I was out there for. If there was the meetings that we had, block club meetings, I was responsible for 10 block club meetings. So I had to go to all those meetings every month, you know what I'm saying? So I was out there all the time. The problem again with Detroit and how we elect people is always about the name. We are so comfortable with people's names that we get so scared and again become cowards to put somebody new in that actually will get out there and do the job. The lady I lost to, I believe just turns 87, 88 years old.
88.
And has been in Wayne County for quite some time.
She 88 years old.
Yes, sir.
88.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
I know. I feel that face.
with that being said, where are we going with progress? You know, I ran on pretty much opportunity, transparency, inclusion, seniors, and mental health. It's really a play on my last name, Otis. But I ran on that because people felt like there was no opportunities for Wayne County. And again, the transparency part. People don't know what the Wayne County Commissioners do. They're a board that, like I said, only meets a couple of times a month. So if you're not pushing out the information of what you're doing, it's not transparent. I don't know what you're doing. Again, people don't even know that you can go there and stay there forever, and they pull you out in the ambulance, and that's how you lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So we got a great answer to the first question. Do you remember
yeah.
your second question?
Of course I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Why, when people run, because one thing I said, we don't even know, the people don't know the duties of these people who sit in office.
All right.
Like I said, what do a senator do? What do a commissioner do? What does a
Precinct delegate.
Yeah, we don't know these things, right? So I had suggested years ago, like for real, since I had the podcast, I know since 4 years ago, I've been saying, why no candidate or party put out a map on what's what? Because everybody, and now they took social studies out of school.
Right, right.
Yeah,
So we can
that was by design too.
Yeah,
Yes,
of
it
course,
was.
of course.
That was by design.
But why you do not see people getting the message so people can make a good decision while voting?
My answer to that is, why the hell would they?
Right.
Why would they educate you on something they feel like if you're not educating yourself, I'm not about to spend the extra money out there.
So here's the thing. I'm saying, so why? And so this is why people don't vote.
Oh, no, I get what you're saying.
So because they don't know, one, what they're voting for.
Right.
Two, they don't see the people who want to vote, even educating them. I mean, let's face the facts. I mean, we can sit up there and bullshit on YouTube and Facebook all day. I literally had to cuss them people. I don't know if you've seen the flyer that's all on Facebook where they spell Wayne County wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I literally said, how in the hell y'all this dumb to miss
It need to be a lot
the
of
damn
proofreading before they
in
post it up.
county. In county.
Yeah.
Well, see, you look at it like
I don't
this.
even want the health insurance. I'm like, y'all don't fuck up my life.
For real.
Well, you got a city of 700,000 people, and the same 80,000 vote every year. That's not just a party problem. That's sometimes an individual
That's a
problem.
people problem.
Yes.
If I can educate myself on what the best weed is for me to go pick up this day, I can surely educate myself on why the hell they got taxes on the weed. When I go to the street, they don't have the taxes.
Right.
I can surely educate myself on why gas so high. You saying it's the president, but it's not really the president. I can educate myself on why you saying inflation so high and you saying it's the president, but it's really not the president. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that we can actually do our own work for. It's almost egregious to sit and always want somebody else to do the work for you when, again, this affects your life.
I think it's super cute that you think people can do that.
Do what?
You have faith in people.
I really do. I'm a people person.
And that's one of the one of the reasons why we're doing a show like today is
Right.
because people prefer to listen than read.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
I'm a writer by trade, and over the past few years, I've seen people don't want to read anymore. Reading has gone from books and articles now. People, if it's not longer than 2 paragraphs, they won't read it.
Yep.
You got 8 seconds to get somebody's attention. That's not enough time.
And the way things are right now, you don't even have 8 seconds. If you don't scroll and have a big booty, I don't even know if you don't notice like what should
You
look
ain't
like.
lying, though.
do you
Hey,
have a
you're
big
right.
ass Henrietta? Because we need you to talk.
Listen. I listen to the brothers, and I'm sitting back like, listen, we need to have more conversations like this because the education is real. Like when we're talking about the vote, when we're saying, well, why people don't vote, it takes people like myself to go out and talk to them.
Right.
People don't know what to do. Like this generation moving forward, they really don't know because they never had someone sit down in their home. Like myself, I was blessed enough, Kelly was blessed enough, Dre was blessed enough, you were blessed enough to have people sit you down and explain things to you. Then we come into an era where if it ain't blonde hair, long eyelashes, and you ain't talking some Hennessy and weed, I'm not fucking with a conversation. But I walked and talked to people in the community of these kind of demographics. And the conversation to them was like, God damn, I ain't never had nobody tell me what you just said.
Yeah, but
what
did they
do I
vote?
need to do?
Did they
and
vote?
yeah, they got up and
How
voted.
do we do that?
It's conversation. I tell people all the time when they ask me, Henrietta, how do you get people moving? It's the fucking conversation.
You gotta talk to people.
You cannot be coming
Got
to the
to.
door like, hi, my name is Henrietta, and
All
you know,
passive.
no, I'll be like, if I walk on the block and the block is blocking, I'm gonna have that conversation according to the block. If I'm talking to a person, I'm gonna go to your level so you can understand what you need to do. Like I had a whole house full of women, 5 generations of women who never voted. Great grandmama, grandmama, mama, daughter, nobody.
What was their reasoning?
They didn't believe in the vote until I had sat down and had that. And that's what I pride myself on. The moment I did that in 2017, I said, I'm a bad bitch because I got 5 women to get up and go vote. And when they did it, they emailed me and showed, not even, they Facebook timed me, or what they call, they cameraed me and said, hey, we voted.
They camered you.
Well, Facebook.
Hey, how they got to do it?
But
However they gotta do it.
they actually all called me and they said, listen, we voted. And they sent me a picture when I said camera. They sent me a picture that I just voted. All 5 of them.
No, I get what you
I get it. But you know, hey, listen, let me tell you some words come off the top of my head. It's going to come out my mouth. So it'll be a good word today. Camera.
But that almost
Now,
sounded sexy. Hey, baby, with your camera.
I was just about to say, I like that. I'm gonna turn that into something sexy.
Okay.
But
Use it.
I was just gonna say what Dermel said is that the biggest problem is that you have to have people who care.
Yeah.
You know, and like you guys have a
Exactly.
passion for
Yes.
it, but you're 2 people.
But I was just about to say,
Right.
that's the thing. We're saying you have to have people that care, but when the people that care come to you, do you pay them any attention?
Probably not.
No, most people
Right.
don't.
And that's the problem right there. You know, when I ran for Wayne County Commission, me, her, and Steele Hughes, and my son. It really wasn't heard of for just that few people. And some days it was just me and her because Steele was running another district. He ran for state rep, so he had to go out to Oak Park and stuff a lot of time. We knocked 10,632 doors. That's a lot of doors for a few people to do, which means our hustle and our grind was just like it was if I was out trying to get the money. You know, my thing is this. I want to educate you to the point to where you can't turn around and say you don't know.
Right.
I want you to know this information because you may one day turn your life around and want to be in this position. So I don't want you coming into it as an ass and not know anything. You know what I'm saying? So when I educate people, I look at it as a form of ministry. You don't always have to be behind the pulpit to be a minister. And some people forget that sometimes. I just buried my 100-year-old grandfather July 15th of this year. That's a lot of wisdom. That's a lot of wisdom that I was able to garner. My grandfather, after I changed my life to doing what I was doing, he was so happy to be able to vote for me to be a precinct delegate.
Wow.
You know, he was happy to write my name in and run for city council when I ran. You know, so those are things that I take pride in and I always share with people because guess what? I was just like you one day, but there was a light switch that clicked that made me do something different. And the fact that every day we wake up and we don't realize government is in our lives, it's a shame.
So on that was a very powerful statement. Shani, are we ready for a video? Okay, we are going to cut to a video. If PP Boy needs to go PP.
Go ahead, Kelly.
This is the Rising Ground.
That's not me here.
Detroit. What up, though? So look, I wrote down a few things I wanted to say. I love you too. Thank you. I'm here tonight for a couple of important reasons. As most of you know, the city of Detroit and the whole state of Michigan mean a lot to me. And going into this election, the spotlight is on us more than ever, and I think it's important to use your voice. So I'm encouraging everybody to get out and vote, please. I also think that people shouldn't be afraid to express their opinions. And I don't think anyone wants an America where people are worried about retribution or what people will do if you make your opinion known. I think Vice President Harris supports a future for this country where these freedoms and many others will be protected and upheld.
I'm not even gonna say the same.
Free Kwame.
Pretty much. Come back.
Well,
He's still a slave. Listen.
Right, exactly. I agree 100%.
thank you guys for coming back to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We just seen a clip of Eminem at the what was that? One of the
At the Kamala Harris rally.
yeah, that's one of those Democratic rallies.
Jeez.
I get tickets for, you know what I mean? I can't get in.
How can you tell me?
They have me at the door. Yeah, whatever. You was at the door. You come stand at the door with me, Lake. We can listen from outside. What the fuck? So you in there? I ain't see you once on that video. So, did you have something to say or did you fall asleep?
I fell asleep twice.
Okay.
Every time you be talking, it happens. No.
So we do appreciate the fact that Eminem stood up, and that was his right to do so. He took a stance, and I think it was. Do you think it was effective?
And, I mean,
at that moment,
so.
yeah.
I think so.
Oh, it was definitely effective for sure.
agree.
Yeah.
You got to
Especially with the
realize.
younger generation.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
biggest rappers in the whole world. Not,
Yeah.
not just not from Detroit, but the whole world
Yeah.
was speaking up for Kamala. But one thing I did realize is that that's the part we got to get out of. We got to quit thinking of, look, let's be real. The average person can't name 5 people, successful people, multimillionaires or billionaires, that didn't include entertainment and sports. And that's sad.
Yeah.
We are raising our children to be entertainers and puppets and not electricians, plumbers, and things like that we need in our
Well, if they're an
lives.
electrician or a plumber, they're not going to be a millionaire. I'll tell you that.
That's not true. No, that's not true.
I said what I said. Name one that's a millionaire. To his point.
Jenkins.
And Johnson.
Jenkins,
You're just
Johnson,
throwing
Jordan.
names out there.
No, for real. You can be.
Jordan was a hooper.
No, I'm talking about not Michael Jordan. Paul Jordan. He's my neighbor. No, but seriously, we need more people to think about building more than breaking down.
Absolutely.
Trust me, when Paul was the dude from the Kansas City Chiefs, what's his name?
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes. When his ass realized that his wife is a dumb ditzy broad, and he won't be able to play football no more because, you know what I mean?
Right.
Them like, damn, honey, we should have, you know what I mean? So we got to really think about what we bring into our household for our children to even think about.
That is facts.
But let me tell you what happened some years back that's really thing that we're fighting. Many years back, if you remember the Preacher of Detroit was here. Remember, I was at the Holy Ghost Cathedral when Hillary Clinton was running at the time. And so that whole area was looking to be renovated from East Grand Boulevard down to Shane around to Belle Isle. Everybody's pushing this big project. It's going to build this area up, And so around Preacher Detroit time, Detroit had media eyeballs on us. I think Coletta Vaughn, Bishop there, was in the spotlight. So again, here come the Democrats. Here come Hillary Clinton. We're going to come down. We're going to be there. We're going to do a whole rally there. I was in the building. It was bananas for security. And also,
but hold on, it was bananas. I thought
security,
you were saying
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy security. And then
I got you. I thought he was saying you fed the.
No, he said you look like a banana.
Oh, I know what you mean now.
Let the man finish his story.
So down the street there, the old Packard building's down the street.
Yeah.
So another billionaire, I forget the guy's name, but as Artie Express was the company that's supposed to have bought it. They bought it. They're going to renovate it. Hillary Clinton came down. So everybody in that whole area was looking for this whole restoration. So Hillary Clinton, of course, lost the election. So nothing happened down that corridor. Artie Express, I guess he defaulted on some tax breaks or whatever. Nothing happened. So when I go into that area now and I talk to people about voting, first thing they do, they point down the street. Okay, what's supposed to happen here? They said this is going to turn around. What happened? I said, well, she didn't win the election. So they was like, okay, why did she have to win the election in order for them to pay us any attention? And that was kind of a good question because I didn't have an answer for it at the time. But now I say, you know what? That was then. But now you have the change. You have the time to change it. You can vote because for sure Donald Trump doesn't let you have anything on this corner at all. On the Kamala Harris, you got somebody who's going to allow you to move on this corner. You can do whatever you want to, but you have to do it. Not wait for billionaire, not wait for, whoever else come down. You do it, and then you allow people, you vote for the people who's going to allow you to do it.
Now, do you guys believe that it'll be that simple, though? Because people don't believe that a presidential election will touch them personally, where it makes a difference if Trump is in office, if I can make a difference in my hometown opposed to Kamala being in office. Is that a fact when it comes to just the individual person like myself? Who the person who becomes president, how would that affect me as just a little black girl from Detroit?
Project 2025.
I was just going to say Project 2025.
Yeah, we was right here on it.
I mean, but okay, so Project 2025, talk to me like I'm a little black 5-year-old girl. How would that affect me?
Your daddy might not make it home.
As a little black girl,
Exactly.
Project 2025 is going to affect your future as a student. You may not be able to go to school anymore and get educated the way these other white people can be.
Right.
Project 2025, there has really been a mandate to say that if you're a low-income person, you can't get a college loan. Project 2025 says we're going to get rid of the education department, which means who the hell is going to be teaching these kids?
Absolutely.
As a little black girl, Project 2025 says we're getting rid of Head Start. So where the hell do these little babies go when you're a little black girl when your parents got to go to work. Project 2025 says that we're going to eliminate overtime pay so your parents can be at work all day long making the same thing, slaving. So who's going to take care of this little kid that's a little black girl? So there's a lot of things in Project 2025 that affects that little black girl.
So the little black girl killed by a cop.
That cop gets away with it.
And that little black girl can not only have rights to her body if she decides to grow up to become a mother or decide not to be, but because Project 2025 says you're going to be pregnant whether you like it or not by your uncle, your daddy, your brother, the rapist. It doesn't matter. You're going to do this. So that's what it means. We're talking about presidents and who are we having lead our country on our behalf. Trump is not on our behalf. Trump is on the behalf of himself and anybody who's in his circle. Kamala Harris is on our side. And we have a person that if we don't like something, we still have an opportunity to change those laws and hold her accountable. With Trump, he's talking about taking the little black girls and boys' constitution away. We already 3/5 or 3/4 of a human. Now he's telling you ain't human at all. He has a immunity that he wants to give to all police departments across this country, meaning that a little black boy, a little black girl can never grow up or possibly lose a parent because a black father coming home from work at 12 o'clock at night, he has to walk home because he didn't have any bus fare, and a white cop pull up and say, hey, what you doing, nigga? And he can't, and if he decided to try to battle back, he gets shot down dead, and guess what? Trump says, well, he might have been a criminal.
Yeah, and he moved too fast, so he had a cell phone, looked like a gun.
I want to say anything. I don't know the number to this place. You know,
it's right
we work here.
screen.
Okay. 810-560-0658. If you guys have any comments, please call us. If you have a question, call us at 810-560-0658. We will really appreciate to hear from the people. That is so scary.
Very much.
Yeah, it's realistically. I mean, they've set this up for when Obama got in office. That scared the rich white into feeling like, okay, America is no longer my America anymore. So they've strategically, for the past 8 years, setting it up for this moment.
Yeah,
it's crazy because yesterday, unfortunately, I found myself at the gym at 7 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I was looking at the televisions. And they were showing the different rallies. And if you looked at the people behind, there were like white males at the Trump rally. And then like behind the Democrats, it was like everybody else. Like, I mean, and I was like, the crazy part about it is that's what the country is. You have white America, and then some of you picking and he said want to roll with that. But they don't even show y'all on camera because they don't want that reflection. You know what I mean?
You might get one that says blacks for Trump.
Right.
And he don't even look black. He's
you
more
get John James or somebody like that.
Right. And then
John James.
The Democratic Party shows a reflection of the country. And I thought to myself, I said, this is what the fear was when we were saying that the minorities was going to become the new majority. And that's why it's easy for so much hate to be spewed, because this is coming down to hate. You know, I've never sat in a room where it was okay to speak illy about the person I was born and raised to be. And then people say, I'm gonna vote for that person. You know what I mean? Like, even 10 years ago, we fought. You know what I'm saying? We like it. I have brothers that I called brothers when I was in a motorcycle club that is mentioning, because they're businessmen, that they think being a Republican is better for them. And I'm like, they're going to shut your business down.
Right.
And you don't understand that. You don't have enough money.
See, what I call is going on now, and people hate when I call it this, but I call it the Obama effect. And
It's
I
really
call
what
it
it
I do
is.
dislike
because I know
Exactly what it is.
and I say that because I mean, that's America. He can agree.
It's his right. I set that up for that.
I say that because this country was kind of quiet as long as you had white people running it.
Exactly.
As soon as you niggas had the audacity to put a nigga in office,
we got to change
we
it up.
lost our damn mind.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. That's how they feel.
That's exactly what it is. So when you have another black person and also a woman now, who's trying to do the same thing. Oh, y'all done lost your damn mind. We gave you one.
Right, exactly.
What do you need another one for? Why should we give you this?
This
You're not even
soon,
supposed to
like,
be here.
like
Yeah,
this
but
soon, like
60, 70 years ago, we were still busting your side, your head, and spraying your water hoses.
Right.
What are you doing here? And my thing is this: we've always been here. This is our country. Since we had to spill the blood and lay down the bricks and put down the concrete and the pavement,
Right.
this is our place. You just happen to be here living for free on our backs. So now that we're here to take what's ours, you have a problem with that? Fuck. I'm sorry.
no.
But you was on the right track.
No,
though.
I
I said no. You hit. I said the Obama effect too, because like that's why they didn't allow Obama to let his pick for the Supreme Court. That's why they hurry up and Mitch McConnell jumped in and nixed that. They wanted their people.
Mitch McConnell literally stood up and said, "I'm not putting forward shit this black man does."
That part.
Let's be clear.
That part. That's exactly what he did. And so when they got their Supreme Court nominees in now, and now they got Trump in, they trying to get Trump in, they're setting it up for their way.
Yeah.
This has been 8 years. This is this is our revenge for Obama. Y'all got black men? Okay, we're gonna change the whole script now.
So how do you change that? I mean, I know voting.
But we need to set laws. We need to set laws.
Right.
Make new bills.
Exactly.
Reconstitute the Constitution.
The Constitution is a live, living document which can be changed and revised at any given time if you have people there who have the balls to want to do so.
Yeah.
And that's what Trump is going. He's going to just eliminate it.
Right, exactly.
He want to get rid of it. Period.
Because they're hamstringed by it.
Yeah.
They're hamstringed by their own words.
I don't think our forefathers. It's just funny to me. I'm sorry, nobody got it. But
I get what you're saying.
even
The old white dudes with
even
ponytails and
those guys,
dresses.
I don't think would have thought.
They was 87 years old.
I mean, I'm just saying, at the time when they were writing this shit, I don't think they thought America would be this stupid.
Shit.
To let a felon. I mean, like,
I look at the Constitution and I look at the men who wrote it. Let's be clear. They didn't write it for us. They
Sure
wrote it for
didn't.
men, white men. I was just in a political science class, and that was something we debated all the time. The Constitution wasn't for black people.
No.
The Constitution wasn't
No.
for women. The Constitution was for rich white men with white ponytail wigs and dresses on.
No, I get that part, but the ignorance of what we're doing right now. When
It was
you look-
ignorant
when-
then. George
but
Washington had slaves.
I'm not talking about. I
I'm
even
just
think
saying.
they think this would have been a dumb hunky. You know what I mean? Like ain't no way in hell we as white strong men would have let this orange hunky run our country. This is not what I. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
even though they know that, like, they still said he's a white man. They don't care how
Right.
fucking stupid
yeah, but
he
it's
is.
other white men.
Right,
It's a lot of other
But
white
he
men.
also
white and he's
exposed the hatred of this country too. He really moved a rock out the way, and all came these crazy ass white people.
Right.
He unfolded that, and now it gives them the opportunity to really show their hatefulness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
so they don't care
definitely.
because he speaks to what they really feel.
So what? I watched a few podcasts yesterday. Some people may notice to this or not. I'm gonna bring it back up to the forefront. What are you guys' thoughts about the fact that someone was able to stand up at a Republican rally and say that Puerto Rico is a floating rock of garbage?
Well, let's go back. You watch Fox News?
No.
Okay, see, that's there. Watch
I've been
Fox
watching
News.
other scary
No,
movies.
no.
I watched The Howling. I watched Halloween. I'm not watching Fox News to scare the shit out of me. I don't
Fox News, but think about it. It's so much. Fox News is the other people's playbook, really.
Yeah.
It's their Fox News is their propaganda rag.
Yes.
So if you watch Fox News is telling you what
Exactly
they're
what's
saying.
coming.
So it's all racist driven. It's all police are right regardless. So if you watch Fox News, you already know what they're about to say. So so them being racist overly is no surprise to me.
No, but the surprise to me is that somebody can get up there and all these people, everybody thought it was okay.
Again, you got to look at the ignorance that he was speaking of. This people in this country.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Go pee-pee. I'm sorry.
If I'm a Puerto Rican, if I'm a Puerto Rican, I'm mad. I'm mad that you said that I stay on a trash island.
Right.
As a Puerto Rican, I think that you really should be really thinking about who you're voting for if that's the person you were voting for.
But I'm glad he did it.
Again, you have black people voting for this guy, and this is not a person that does not have a history of not being nice to black people.
Right.
You know, we're
Right.
talking about the guy that put out a whole page that said killed 5 innocent black men because he felt like them niggas did it.
Right.
And
Just because it felt like it. Just
Exactly.
because it felt like it.
And I have the money to put towards this paper to be able to pull that power move and almost got away with it.
But you know what,
Almost got away
though?
with it.
He doubled down on that recently, and they're suing him now for defamation. And I love it. Get all what's left of his money if he got any left. You know,
Right, but he'll get out of it, you know, and he'll get it back. You know?
Well, the thing about this is, you're talking about a guy that has 34, 37 felonies. If he can run for the highest fucking office in America, I don't want to hear nobody else say another person can't get a job because they have a felony.
Right.
Exactly.
You mean to tell me he can get away with it, but Tommy, who only sold a nick of weed, got
Can't get-
locked up
right.
because it wasn't legal,
And
you're
still
gonna
locked up.
And
say
still
that
locked
he
up.
can't
Still locked
fucking
up.
get a job because of what? Again, this is America with
he
3
can't
Ks.
vote. And he can't vote.
Can't vote.
Okay,
That's on top of
so for those of you who don't know, and you guys can clarify this, if you are a felon, you don't have a right to vote.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
you
I
can't
know
vote
that
as a
if
felon.
you're not on papers, you can.
Right.
Like if you're waiting on a case or you're just sitting, you can vote. But if
Okay.
you're literally on papers, no, they treat you like you're not even 3/5 of a human.
Right.
You just here. You just, and that's another thing. These people are so dick hard about right for life. But soon as this baby's born, that life and that right is out the window.
Absolutely.
So what, you need
Especially
a food box.
especially dark skin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what, you need a food box, which
Right.
goes to the Project
Right.
2025. They're going to cut that funding for WIC. They're going to cut that funding for those free food boxes. They're going to cut that funding for all these things that we line up for because we don't have the resources to get it ourselves. The shit will be gone.
Now I have a question for you guys, specifically the black men, but Harrietta, please join in.
Okay.
Why do you think that so many black men are pro-Trump?
They idolize him.
Out their goddamn mind.
They idolize. They idolize him. They want. See, they want that. They want that power. They want that money. They want to be able to get on TV and say whatever the hell they want to
That's
say.
exactly what it is.
You think that's what it
That's
is?
exactly
But you know
what
what?
it
But
is.
see, they don't understand. They're not like Trump.
And we would never
my whole
understand
thing
that.
of it is
Never.
too. There is
Never.
and when I think about that, black men for Trump and black men against Kamala Harris, I think about who raised you, what mother, auntie, grandmother, woman you live with, put so much hate in you that you decide to say, screw her.
Oh, what baby mama made
You know,
you mad?
Exactly.
it's an
Exactly.
anger there for black men to say, I'm not going to support this black woman. It's the anger there for any man to say a woman can't do the job, because I've heard women say she's doing a man job. So
Right.
it feeds into that ego. We have a lot of weak-minded ass females out here who feed into that ego because, for one, they want a man, so whatever they need to say, they're going to say, well, yeah, I'm agree with him. It's so many layers. But the fact that you have black men, because that divide between the black man and the black woman is real. And when you got black men saying, I'm not voting for her because she's black, or she blocked up black men, and you ain't done your research, it's ludicrous to me. So there is a divide, first of all, between black men and black women, and they capitalize on that. And second of all, Trump is should not be their idol, but that's who they run to because he made them feel empowered by getting first Kwame out of jail, and then just all these other things, and coming to it and in their faces all the time about I love my black people, I love my it's all this negativity that Trump brings about and make it good. It's like good is bad is good and good is bad. So I think a lot of it is just a lot of hurt black men out here with a whole lot of layers that made them feel like this is their moment. Now they can say they hate the black woman.
They got religion too. About it. A lot of black male pastors, especially in the South, they are so patriotic, and so it's a whole patriarch and I say misogyny. Really,
But see, I'm glad you hit on that. There's a new cult religion, whatever you want to
Right,
call
exactly.
it, called Christian nationalism. And that is something that this new Republican Party and the Donald Trump people have been put together.
Exactly.
They feel like America is so Christian that everybody is supposed to be up under one thing. And I'm like, well, if America was so Christian, what did you do to us?
Exactly.
That wasn't godly.
That wasn't godly at all.
Right.
But to go back to the thing about the black men, all goes back to not doing your research and being so invested in them damn computers that you have on your phone. And listen to what you're being told.
Right.
We have a problem with not doing our own research, but love being told the information. Well, everything you being told sometimes isn't true.
Right.
And for you to just take it with a grain of salt, that's why we got so many relationships falling apart, because you got bitter people getting paid to come tell you a bunch of bullshit and they go back home to their regular lives and the life that they told you not to live, but they're living it. But you stupid enough to fall and have your issues and not realize, maybe I need to do this for myself. Maybe I need to think for myself.
So I'm sorry. I'm going to ask each of you a question, starting with Kelly.
Okay.
What type of racist backlash do you see if Trump becomes president?
You see January 6th?
You like, pick me.
So you remember January 6th?
Go ahead, huh?
January 6th will be not just in Washington, D.C., it'll be all 50 states, pretty much. We will see pretty much assault on our communities, on our culture. Pretty much, if you like going to Troy, you want to go to Detroit no more, you got to stay inside Detroit. Actually, I've started to see it a little bit already, just how I'm treated when I go outside Detroit. Like, if you go to Starbucks, I went to a Starbucks and over by Oakland Mall. This one little white girl was messing up black people's orders on purpose, not even caring about what the order was. She just, there's your order. Or you can go to any like little place, with somebody white helping you. Your experience in that store might be different than it was than you went like a couple years back. It's starting to trickle down already and starting to seep in.
Okay.
So again, if Trump gets in office, we might see the civil rights movement all over again. So
you can still hear us, right?
No.
I mean, you can hear you. Okay, that's fine.
Does the mic still work?
Yep.
Okay. So my thing with that is this. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention recently, but there's a video of a woman that just, one of the Karens, one of the Karen clan, just came out, and she had the audacity to approach a black couple and told them, I'm calling the police because you use somebody else's bridge card to buy your food. Well, wait a fucking minute.
Right, I saw that video.
Why are you in my business?
Right.
First off.
Really? Was that a thing?
I saw the video. I see it.
Secondly, I wish I could find it. If I knocked you from here to doggone St. Louis for having the audacity to come out here with your camera on your phone trying to do whatever policing you think you're doing and think you about to get me in trouble. Well, now you violate my personal space and time, so I have to show you what happens when you do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is the thing that's going to start happening. And the fact that, again, this is one race of people who are trying to get this country back to theirs.
Right.
Oh, I cannot wait to November 6th.
Wow.
Because November 6th is going to show you what really time it is. Because, I mean, I have no faith that Kamala's not going to win. The problem is, after she wins, those radical people, when do they start pulling out their guns and when do they start going crazy and when do they come down to Kobo trying to shut down counting votes?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This thing is about to explode. And what people don't realize is if you're on the wrong side of it, God bless you.
So, Henrietta, a question for you. What do you think we're going to see when Kamala wins?
I think what we're going to see is the uptick in people lives and neighborhoods thriving. I also see a rise in racism and hate-isms and people really having to go onto a protect mode because you have to understand, like the brothers just said, it's going to be a lot of attack, win or lose. Win or lose, there's going to be people out there who's going to say, oh, she won, and they want to go find out, who are these people that voted for her. I agree with Dre. You're going to have communities being attacked. You're going to have to really take a stand. It's going to get ugly either way. The good of it is that all the ugliness is over, and if she goes in and she already know, in her mind right now, when I win, now I got to start putting protections in place because they're going to start attacking these communities. Let's be clear. They have been planning this since 2020. And the fact that when Trump lost in 2020, they already had a plan, win or lose. Mm-hmm. If he win, we tear your ass down. If he lose, we tear your ass down. We tear you up. We doing this. So with her winning would be a good thing, but with her winning will also bring about a whole lot of chaos.
Wow. Are we ready for that?
No.
No, we're not. Not in the least. And I think that it really shows because I remember reason why COINTELPRO, the FBI invoked that against the Black Panthers because they was afraid of black people doing exactly what the white people did January 6th. Mm-hmm. It was just a thought that that could happen. So they installed COINTELPRO. They went after Black Panthers. Mm-hmm. But they didn't do that to the white folks at January 6th. They arrested like 2 or 3 of them. Mm-hmm. And they said, okay, that's it.
I mean, they just had a Black Lives Matter protest a month or 2 before that when he brought that damn Bible out and just held it upside down looking crazy as hell. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know how many black people they arrested that day?
Yeah.
A lot.
But you mean to tell me out of maybe 300-400 people, they disturbed you more than 2,000-3,000 crazy white people with missing teeth crawling up damn walls with stairs are right here. Right. You could actually walk up the stairs. They
wanted to be a Spider-Man. They was in a Spider-Man fantasy.
They really wanted to be GTA and all this stuff. Like they really felt empowered. And my thing is this: if that wasn't a threat, I don't want to hear nothing else about Black Lives Matter being a threat.
So what do you say to a person who's afraid that this country will catch on fire if Kamala wins? Because that's some of people's issues is that, oh my God, what happens if she does become president? Remember we went through Y2K. We thought that the world was going to blow up when Obama became president. We knew America couldn't handle it. Do we really feel like America can handle African American, or some people say not, African-American woman president?
The question is, can America handle Project 2025?
And it can't.
And it won't.
Kamala's not going to do any worse than a whole 900-page agenda that's saying we coming to tear this damn place down. It won't be the place that you woke up to yesterday. That's the scary part. I'm not worried about this black woman, Indian woman, whatever y'all want to come up with, becoming the president.
She's still of color.
Right.
Brown.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about my kids not being able to finish school. I'm worried about me having to go to work all day and slaving, and I'm only getting paid so much an hour because now this corporation has been empowered by the president to say, you don't even deserve that kind of money anymore. This is what we're going to pay you, and you have no choice because now if you don't have that, where are you sleeping? Where your kids sleeping at? You know
and the draft's coming back because you're not going to college. You're going to war.
They've already said 18 to 26-year-olds are going to be going. So guess what? My babies are within that range.
Right.
You know what I'm
My
saying?
son is. So it's like, wow.
These are the things that we really need to be talking about and scared of. You know, I'm upset with us because, again, you really thought Donald Trump gave you that good-ass economy and forgot Obama was there for 8 years? You really thought Donald Trump walked in and he just made everything so great?
They absolutely did.
Just like the people that's losing their mind over these checks. You do the math. If you was a person that only got $1,200, you mean to tell me your life is worth 4 cents a day? For the last 4 years? How dare you be so damn stupid? This man ain't coming here to give you no check. He didn't give you that one. The only reason you got it is because he wanted to put his signature on there, and that's why it was held up by him and his party. If you really want to look at the numbers, y'all go ahead.
But anybody, people need to know that.
Yes,
that's what's losing. That information is not out there.
The information,
They get information for their homeboy next door who's not going to do anything about it anyway.
Absolutely.
So
they need the right stuff.
So my question is, this show is about the rights and the rights of the people, the rights of African American people. Do you think that if Trump wins, that your right as an African American to vote will be taken away?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's talking about taking it away from everybody. He made a statement at a Christian conference. If you vote for me one time, you never have to worry about it again. If people don't read between the lines and understand what that means, what that means is him and his people are waiting for him to get in office, and they're going to immediately start putting in
Dictatorship laws.
I mean, these
Exactly.
laws are already going to take effect day one. So when you got somebody telling you, I'm going to be your lifetime president, I'm going to take away your rights, I'm going to do all these negative things to you, so thank you for voting me in. And nobody hears that because they're so caught up in their racisms and their hate-isms and all these other isms that they cannot see the forest before them. You're walking into a blade. It's like a bunch of lamb walking into a slaughter. And these folks understand it, and they are willing to give their lives up for a country that don't belong to them.
Now, those of you, I mean, the three of you are very versed in this voting thing. So let's take a step back. People say that it's the Congress and the Senate, or the Senate and the Congress, or whatever, that has the right to control things. Where do we stand as a party, the Democratic or Republican Party, when whomever becomes president? The Senate is...
Republicans got the Senate, I think, right now, if I'm not mistaken.
No, right now it's still tied.
Still tied?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's why one of their cries. She's been vice president all this time. Why she hasn't been able to do this, that, and the other? Well, if you was fucking look at the Google that you got in your phone, you will realize the vice president really don't do much.
Right.
Except do what the president tells them to do.
Exactly.
The vice president also, though, is that tying vote in the Senate. That's tied up right now.
Okay.
So when I hear all these clowns out here hollering, oh, she's been there, she could have did it. Motherfucker, you tell me where.
Right.
You tell me in the Constitution where she has the powers to do so. Yeah, she can sit and have a conversation all day long. But if old man Joe didn't want to move on it, guess what?
It ain't moving.
Right.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
Ugh.
With me, like, on that note, we're going to go to another video.
Him and Kelly is so educated in this field.
I mean,
we need this.
All right, Michigan, the November 5th election is coming up, and it's time to make a plan to vote. So let's run through your voting options.
In Michigan, there are 3 convenient ways to cast your ballot. Absentee voting enables you to vote from home using the mail or even go in person.
Absentee voting is currently available across Michigan, so you can cast your ballot now and check it off your list.
The second option is early voting. During the early voting window, head to an early vote polling location where you'll cast your ballot and put it directly in the tabulator.
Finally, you can vote in person on Election Day.
Make sure to double check your polling location before you go and give yourself time because there may be lines at some locations.
Michiganders have lots of convenient options to make our voices heard. So think about which is best for you and make a plan to get it done.
Hey, welcome back. I hope for those of you who do not know, that video was just showing you different options of voting. Now, you do not have to wait until Tuesday, November 5th. Open vote has started on October 26th, I believe, and goes until, what is it, the 4th?
November 4th.
No, early bird.
Yeah, and then you can go to your polls. At this point, you grown as hell. You should ask somebody if you don't know, but you should know where your polling place is. And if it's any place like mine on Ryan and 7 Mile, I promise you they'll have you in and out because last time I was number 17.
And that's sad, though. And I hate that.
You know what? I am going to have hope that is because so many people decided to early vote and use their absentee ballots to go ahead and get in. I'm just still like, when we had our presidential election when I was a senior in high school, I was 17. So I waited and I waited and I waited to vote, and then they were like, you can't vote because you're too young. So then I had to wait another 4 years until I was 21. So going to the polls for me is extremely special. You know, so I know, like my parents, they already sent in their ballots. You know, I know my best friend made sure that her mother did so for those who are at home. So hopefully that number just reflect that people want their off day to be their off day.
Well, you know what? Yesterday, there was a report this morning that there was a record number of absentee or early voting we had in Michigan on, I believe, yesterday when it started. On Sunday when it started, 250,000 people cast their vote that day.
That's amazing.
And Benson, which is our, I want to say AG, she she said that it was a record number in that day. In that day, that's 250,000 that day when the polls opened. I was one of those 250,000 people. I'm with you. Like I want people to understand how important their vote is. I'm looking. They are, and it's been stated they're looking for a record number turnout in this election. Like they are looking for like people to come out in November. That's when you're gonna really see a pool of people. That's probably where you're gonna see those lines like you did when Biden ran. People are going to come out. They're going to vote. I'm just hoping that they're educated enough about that ballot, and that's where my part comes in. I want you to come see me so I can show you, so that when you submit that ballot, it won't spoil or it's something there that you miss. I want people to understand up and down, front and back, that ballot is important.
Now, one of the things that Calvin said, Mr. Man, the effed up part about all this, if Trump dies,
I was just
we're
getting
going to
ready to go
end up with the blue-eyed
I
devil.
was just getting ready to go there. Thank you, Calvin.
Calvin.
It's something I've been holding on for the last 20 minutes. People have been taking shots, supposedly, at Trump. What, 3 times now?
Yeah, 3 times, so they say.
Yeah, so they say. First time was bullshit. Second time was bullshit. Anyway. Just imagine, though, he gets in and sets all this up for his family to be part of a dictatorship, and he dies. We are then stuck with J.D. Vance for how long? Till he dies?
Right.
And this, again, is the problem with America trying to go to a dictatorship, because it's on that dictating family who gets the power after this person dies. Same way over in North Korea. Why do you think they hate them doggone ooms and ills over there? Because there's a hierarchy over there that says, once you die, you get it. Once you die, you get it. We're not having no elections.
Right.
This is what's going to happen. And if you go against it, we just kill your ass.
Yep.
We are in a situation right now where this country could possibly go towards that model. And my thing is this: I'm not putting no white man with no half orange hair on my wall, and then you send the FBI to come to my house to tell me, oh, you don't have them on your wall. We got to take you to jail. You gonna have to shoot me today, motherfucker.
Now, do you guys really believe here in the United States of America that they can start coming down our streets and doing martial?
Why can't they?
I'm asking.
I mean, I
Project
say
2025 says they can.
And let me tell you, even besides that, if a man can put his knee on another man's neck in front of the world and nobody stopped it, no other cops pulled up and pulled him off of him, they let him take that man's life. They showed us that day, this is what I have the right to do to you. Now, mind you, he did go to prison, but he's feeling good about himself because he was able to do what he wanted to do.
And under Project 2025,
he could have got away with it.
The state can overturn, the country, federal government can overturn state rule. So let's say that guy went to jail for killing a black person. The federal government comes down and says, you know what, that was wrong. He can go free. That's in Project 2025.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Which is why people should be listening and figuring out that you have a right to vote. Right. Your voice matter right here, right now. And now is the best time to use it. Because for every black person, we already down. When I was thinking about how many African American people are incarcerated, and they're still citizens, correct?
Right.
And they do not have the right to vote. And our prisons are overpopulated with people who look like people on this ballot right now, and those people aren't able. It makes me want to fight even more. It makes me want to stand up for their voices and change those laws so somebody, as we mentioned before, like when I said that my son's father is in prison, you know what I mean? He just smacked the bitch. He should have killed that hoe. It's oh shit, Cushionberry. I'm sorry. Don't come after me. That was his niece. You know what I mean? But because it was just that easy to change the law where he can do 10 plus years, for something that most people would have been done with in home by now. Yeah. And even when he gets home, he's going to be less than human. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then he's going to get in trouble because he's going to have to use somebody else's bridge card. He got somebody recording it. Right.
Exactly.
So now is the time to use that voice because we may not be able to next year.
That's right.
But see, the problem is, we are such a beautiful people that we forget that some of us are using our voice to fight for the evil, to fight with the evil. And that's where it gets messed up. Because, again, let's be clear. We don't see many other races going against each other.
Right.
You have these Palestinians who like, oh, yeah, we know it's an election year, but fuck that. Y'all bombing our country, which really has nothing to do with here. You're bombing our country, so we not voting.
Right.
Wait a minute. You stay here right now. I get it. Trust me, I get it.
Right.
But guess what? You're on the country land of our blood. Our people were slaves. Our people were murdered. Do you realize they still have places down south that literally were murder stations, what I call
Pretty
them?
much, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these are still living places. So for us to act like voting this year isn't going to be detrimental to our lives if we don't get out there and do it, that's crazy work.
Right.
You got to wake up and realize that this thing can get way out of hand.
Someone's looking for the call-in number. It is 810-560-0658. Once again, that is 810-560-0658.
Here you go.
I used to be a bingo caller. Numbers look different to me. Once again, that's 810-560-0658. Please call in and give us your opinion. We are here to continue the conversation with everybody.
I want to just ask, if there's anybody that's watching this, why are you voting for Trump if that's who you're voting for?
Yeah, that's the question.
And please don't tell me nothing about none of the shit that you've seen on Facebook. Or you give me a policy that you can point to that's telling me that's actually going to affect your life.
It's funny that you said that. I wanted, because we were talking about the rights, you know, I wanted a panel of people who could stand up for their beliefs. And I have almost 6,000 followers. And I said, if you are an African American person, DM me if you are voting for Trump. And the crazy part about it is that those people are silent. Like, they'll make their little comments on somebody's thread or go over in social media. But when it's time to truly talk about it, they don't have a lot of conversation
because they don't have pictures to share.
Right. And you don't want to stand next to another black person and defend a racist. Because when you vote for Trump, you as a black person, you have to understand that you are defending that as well. Hey, caller, how you doing? Thank you for calling the Rise and Grind Morning Show. You are on.
2 beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on this. No, listen.
Sesame seed bun.
That's where I'm going to leave here.
So there are a number of things, like Brother I is talking about, right? So there are a number of things that also go into the process, right? One of the main reasons is women reproductive process, right? So black women are dying literally at the birthing area. Black women die because of this more than anybody else. At the turn of the century, when we come out of slavery in the 1900s, we had 1,200 hospitals, black hospitals. We didn't have these issues, right? We don't have hospitals, right? Because of, I don't know, mentality, whatever the case may be, we don't have black hospitals, right? We don't have hospitals that take care of our women, right? Which means when you look at your culture, this is an important piece, because when you look at the culture, every time you kill a boy, you kill a legacy.
Absolutely.
So since the early 70s, we've had a murder rate within our culture that has not allowed us to grow. Then go in and look at the abortion, right? And that's not just because of women having the issues, it's just abortion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means the culture cannot grow, right? So
Right.
then they come down the table and they change all these laws because their culture wasn't growing.
Mm-hmm.
If we're all paying attention, it being a racist agenda from the word go. I'll
Right.
give you a little bit of this. I'll give you a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
But as a dictator, and even right now, in the banned states, there are over 64,000 rape babies being born. So then let's go a little deeper. There were, in 2019, while in office, in 2019, there were 131,615,000 rapes in the United States. That's how many rapes took place, right?
That is crazy.
That's wild.
Right. So
It's a wild number there.
Yeah, it is.
So their culture, right, don't mind rape babies.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to another fact, right? The Christian getting involved in standing next to, imagine this, the cross is standing next to the Confederate flag and condemning homosexuality, which comes out of, are you with me?
We're here.
Mm-hmm.
Where did homosexuality originate? Where? Europe. European. Prior to that, it's always been here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always been here.
Ancient
Right now,
Greece.
those same people that's running wants to change a law for pedophilia. So the Christians who call themselves voting in this dynamic is putting their name next to pedophilia, racism, all these other things, and saying it's God. Let's go a little deeper and then I'll let it go. The males who have chosen, you got to remember, our demographic, where we come from, has always been divided. We was divided in Africa. We was divided from house slave to the field.
Mm-hmm.
You were divided where they was having, right? So let's go. The rich people say, let's go after Puffy so we can take the heat off of Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So immediately we good at condemning our own,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we go at Puffy. He had 1,000 bottles. We spend time on that. That took the heat off the real pedophile who now owns the plane from the pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
So Trump is actually using the same airplane that they flew on
Mm-hmm.
to do pedophilia and rape and all these other things,
Mm-hmm.
and has pulled up to rallies and everything on this plane. See, when you look at the dynamic of brothers buying in, the reason why you see so many brothers buying in, all them cats that bought in, they got paid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give you some money to sell out your people. So I'm gonna let you out of prison, and I'm gonna let you go around. And when you came out, you was talking about how God changed your heart, and now you right back in the thick of things, right? Talking about this guy.
Cal, I want to ask you, the people on the panel, or whatever, how is it so easy for black people to take the dollar and sell out their own people?
Reparations.
They look at it as reparations.
Reparations, because here's a nation or a culture of people who has never been given their just due for the murders and the build of this country, and everybody else has come over here and had their issues and got their reparations and all the things they needed to thrive. We have not. So the moment we see $1 flash in front of our face, and if it's a big number in our minds, it's retribution. They don't care how they sell us out. It's like, I'm going to take this dollar. Now, my thing would be if you took that dollar and put it in your community and made your community thrive, and you built that community up off the money they gave you for whatever reason you sacrificed it for, I would be able to understand why you took that dollar. But if you took that dollar and you put it in your pocket and you help condemn your people, you're just as bad as the slave chasers who chased and helped capture our people over in our motherland.
So I just a little bit of a pushback, sis, right? Just a little bit, right?
Okay.
Right. The reparations talk is not what these men are saying, right? I'm in several of these positions, and I'm listening to them, right?
Right.
It's easy for the ignorant to accept the pay. See, ignorance is the common denominator. So I'll accept this check. My man gave it to me. That's more than what, right? That's more than what the Democrats, right? So I said, like I told a group full of brothers that were saying that they wasn't voting. I say the fact that you get to say you wasn't voting happened because people voted. The fact that you got driver's license right now happened because people voted. A lot of black males are chauvinistic. So they don't care.
Yeah, I don't mean to break in there right to it. Our country is chauvinistic, built on chauvinism. So it's just the trickle down effect. So what's really happening is you look at our culture pre and post crack era. That's what really shook us up, because our tight knit our culture was before crack came into the neighborhood. And everything I got money, I got the girls, I got the women. I was selling this dollar, but you know what? We sold crack to ourselves. We destroyed our own communities. So now that somebody like Trump is coming in and, hey, look, I got the money, I can say whatever I want. They're buying it. They're seeing the dope dealer in white. They're seeing Snowfall in white. They're seeing King of New York in white. You know, they're seeing this white man emulate the same people that they've been watching these movies about. And they're making that connection. It's like, okay, Trump with us. They mention Trump in rap videos and rap lyrics as somebody of great wealth. They want that great wealth, regardless of who has to come out. So if you look at it, these bad men that you're talking about are the ones who don't care where that dollar comes from, as long as they get it.
Right.
They're one to scam whoever, cheat whoever. If somebody got to lose to get it, they're going to get it.
Right. And what I meant by reparations, not literally the reparations of itself, but it's the ideology of I'm going to get what's owed to me. And however it's owed to me.
However you got to get
so
it.
I want to kind of piggyback off that. I'm not meaning like reparations in the sense of fighting for it and the meaning behind it, but the ideology that you have a lot of black folks who want what they want and they're going to get it how they get it. And they're going to take whatever someone offers to them in their mindset. What it reminds me of, I've been fighting for so long. So if this orange man come along and offer me a check, I'm taking it. But I agree with you too. Also, it's the ignorance behind it. It's when I say I hate to say it, I literally hate to say it. Our people are fully ignorant out here, and they are happy about it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys agree?
Yeah. I mean, especially look at what we're digesting.
Yeah.
Look at the misery digesting. Look at how we carry our community. It's a drop off.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, how do we change that? Because like, that's my biggest fear, that people are becoming more and more dumb. That they don't want to know the information. They don't care about fighting for their rights. If you never seen racism, you can't. I mean, we don't even talk about. They don't want to say slavery, enslaved people. You know, we don't even provide a platform where our children are able to see those images. You know, and I have a 13-year-old, so I know that it's not drummed in him as much as it should be for him to have pride in being a black man. How do you get those young people to say, hey, that was only 50 years ago? Like in 50 years, they whitewashed it.
Excuse me. I know that we on an award-winning podcast, but I just wanted to come and wish my girl a happy birthday.
Happy
It's her birthday, and we're talking about the right to vote and people's lives. Happy birthday, Shani. That part. So, how do you feel that we get the word out to those young people and save their lives?
I have an organization called Millennial Roundtable. She started an organization called DOVE, Detroit Outreach on Voter Engagement and Education. Just starting right there and having the conversation of what happened and how we got here is a start. We don't talk anymore. People don't go to the community meetings and things like that. And again, we've got to a point to where social media and gossip is what's educating us now.
Right.
Again, the brother said earlier, they took civics and stuff like that out of the schools to dumb us down.
Right.
So when you have people like us who are putting these events together, putting these meetings together, there should never be a reason why we only have 3-4 people in the room.
Right.
When we have all these issues that plague us every single day.
Right.
Again, if you don't want to get the information yourself, if you don't want to make a tomorrow and a next week for yourself, there's only so much people like us can do. We can feed it to you. I tell people all the time, I can take you to the river and get you some water, but if I put your head in there, I'm drowning you. I don't want to drown you. I just want you to hydrate yourself. I want you to be smart enough to know that there's some things that you can do for yourself.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When we stop talking and getting factual information, that's when we really got dumbed down as a people. And again, it doesn't take a rocket science to just have these conversations. We talk about everything else. Why can't we talk about why the gas prices are so high and who's actually behind it? Why can't we talk about why cereal is $5-6 and really 10 years ago was really $2?
Right.
You know, let's have those conversations. But as long as everything else, like the Diddler and Harvey Weinstein and everybody else is more important than what's actually going on, they like giving us this kind of stuff because they know they don't have the attention there anymore.
Right.
So they're not going to do what they need to do to make themselves better.
Is our caller still on? Okay, I just want to say thank you for calling.
Yeah, appreciate you calling.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
I hate we didn't get your name and everything.
That
but
was Calvin, man.
Okay.
Calvin, man. Hey, Calvin. Yeah.
All right.
Dermel said that culturally people are financially starved. So therefore they are missing the point. I mean, you know what I mean? To your point, like you have all these other things that's beating you in the head.
But unfortunately, we're not the only ones.
Right.
So again, we have to stop making all these goddamn excuses why you can't just sit your ass on the couch and fucking circle in a damn name.
Right.
Why can't you run for something? You know,
Even stuff like that. You are in a system that you can, guess what? Come out there and tell the people, I did it.
Good.
I ran. I went out there and told, this is what I want to run for. This is why I think I can help you. This is why I think if I'm in this position, the people that's not going to help you, I'm going to tell them kiss my and our ass.
Right.
Exactly.
You have the ability to get up and put yourself in a position to make change.
Right.
But if you're comfortable with just sitting back making excuses why you can't, you just can't then.
Right, and you won't.
Because you don't want to.
Yeah.
It's better to be able to talk shit than actually do something about it.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, in that it's easy to, if you want something to happen, you have to be a person to make it happen. That's across the board. If we want to know why my community is not getting the funding and the resources and why it's so many dilapidated houses and why the police don't come when we call, then that's the point where you start to say, you know what, it's time for me to get engaged. As opposed to wanting to always sit back and complain. We are a people now. And I didn't grow up in that because I saw shit happen.
Right.
Like I saw grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunt, the whole block get up and mobilize. Like nobody had to tell them this was going to affect me. They knew that, right? Now it's so easy. People say, hey, I'm just going to sit back and let it happen. I don't care if they don't care about me. I don't care about myself, but that's not the right mentality or ideology. If you want shit to happen, you want change to happen, you have to start with you. And if you say that, well, nobody ever told me, well, when those were telling you, did you take heed to it, or did you try to reach back out after they say, hey, come to this round table, or hey, come get some of this voter education, or hey, come sit on this podcast and with this panel and let someone give you the information so you can run it back and tell it to your people. Now, if we were sitting up here doing a Hennessy,
be on point.
Hennessy tequila tasting or this on here. So it's just a matter of starting with yourself. Start there first, and then let the rest unfold.
So we're down to our last 10 minutes. I know, right?
We had so much fun.
When it's a good conversation and it's affirmative, it goes by too fast. So Kelly, what does having the right to vote and expressing your vote means to you?
Breathing and ability to breathe. Because you ever try to breathe in the atmosphere where you can't breathe, and like the smog everywhere? Try breathing somewhere with smoke everywhere. And if I'm going to vote, I'm going to vote so I can breathe. I'm going to vote for somebody who can help get some of that smoke or that smog out of my breath, I want to be able to move around. I'm going to be able to do things in my community. I want to vote for somebody who's going to help me move around. Or at least get some things out of my way so I can move around. That's what voting is to me. And think about it, if I can't vote and then my people can't vote, then something has to change, because that means we're not getting what we need. We're not moving in a big
You're absolutely right. Okay, Miss Henrietta.
Freedoms. Voting for me is freedoms. The freedom to be able to get up, like Kelly said, in the morning, to breathe, to move around, to make decisions, to make sure that I can walk out here without my life being threatened. If freedoms of making sure that my children and grandchildren are not gunned down because of their blackness. Freedoms of a woman. If my granddaughter decided to have a child, if she decide not, it's not pressed upon her to be deemed something different because she decided that she wants to live her life and make decisions on her body. It means for me to say, if I want to continue for my business to grow, I don't need someone to tell me that I can't get the resources I need to help my community thrive and put people to work. I don't need anyone telling me I can't do that because I'm a black woman.
Right.
So it all boils down to the freedoms of my everyday life and everyday life of the communities that I help to engage and thrive in.
Mr. Drake, same question.
For me, it boils down really just the love aspect. To be an educated voter, you have to learn. Learn who the people are that's claim they're going to fight for you. Learn exactly what their title are. Opportunity. When you elect somebody, that's a person that's supposed to give you an opportunity to be able to be better, to help you be better, to make you want to be better, to make you want to get up and say, hey, this person is in my pocket, and this person is going to do what I need to do to help my community thrive, to help my children be better, to help my children have another person to look at, to be like, to aspire to be when they get older.
Right.
It's about being an actual voter. When you vote, just don't vote blindly. Just don't vote because you heard somebody something. Get out there and educate yourself. And what I just did right there was actually spelled out love of words.
Okay. What was that again?
That was, what I feel like voting is to me. You have to learn about what you're doing.
Learn.
You have to have opportunity when you put somebody in.
Right.
When you become a voter, you have to vote on what actually means something. And be educated on that vote.
Educated.
And a lot of us right now, we just don't do that. Again, it has to be time to stop being lazy. Get your ass up and motivate yourself. When you go and brush that hot mouth in the morning, look in the mirror and say, I want you to be better. I want my family to be better. I want my community to be better. If you living next to a burned down house that's been there 2-3 damn years, that means you should probably go talk to city council or your mayor. Get engaged. Stop letting people tell you what you can't do and get your ass up and do it. I did it.
I don't want to say what the term hot mouth does for me, but that's another time and another place. I do want to let you guys know I'm scared, y'all. Like, I am operating in fear. I am.
Understood.
I have anxiety for next Tuesday because I really don't have confidence that this world or our country would not let us down. What I will do is take the right that I have, that I waited so long for. I'm 45 years old, and I know for sure that people died. So I can go to the polls and cast that ballot for what I believe in, and hopefully my children, my nieces and nephews, my grandchildren could all have a positive effect of what this is. I truly, truly feel like this is a life and death situation and decision for the United States of America and those citizens that's in it. And as a citizen, I want the world to know where I stand. And I do not stand behind racism. I do not stand behind popularity. If anybody listen to me on podcasts, I am not saying what the grain think I should say. I'm not embarrassed about my beliefs. And I'm going to talk about them even in an uncouth way because this is who Lake is. And I just ask everybody to be true to who you are. Go to the polls.
Yes.
And just cast your ballot. They got that commercial talking. I hate that commercial. When they be like, your friends and family will know if you voted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that was some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, because it starts a lot of conversation. You know what I'm saying? You be at the bar, you be lying about the fact you vote. We gonna look and see. I ain't gonna know if who you voted for, but I can see that. Oh, you ain't vote for shit. Should I been talking all that bullshit? You ain't said shit. You know we do it, right?
Right. I can tell you, I voted for Kamala. I voted. Not what you want to know. I voted for Kamala, and I voted.
Hey, I'm all out there. Go ahead.
This is what I really need people my age and younger to do.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay. So what about people older than you?
I mean, them too. But this is specifically for the younger crowd who I sometimes have to apologize for because a lot of this shit we're doing. We're the cause of. We took that calling card and ran with it. I watched it wasn't even a podcast I watched. It was an Instagram video of a podcast. If you don't know who Martin Luther King is, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, shut your ignorant ass up and don't say anything about it then.
Wow. Exactly.
Because the fact of the matter is, for you to come your black ass out and with your gold chains and platinum diamonds and everything, and you can sit and say that Martin Luther King did nothing for you, you need to have your face knocked the hell off.
Wow.
So when I hear that kind of ignorance, don't bring it around me. Matter of fact, don't even say anything about it because when I catch you, I'm going to address it because you're a fool. Again, I just buried my 100-year-old grandfather, and guess what? He has some stories of some things that he's seen live and live in color that some of us would never be able to handle. So with that being said, again, educate yourself, but don't be ignorant.
Right.
Absolutely.
And if you don't believe,
at least watch a Boondocks episode.
He's on there.
Moving to Canada, which we all may need to move to Canada.
Listen, I already said it. If it happened, I'm out of this country. I love my people, but I'm out.
And then, if you don't believe that black people died for your right to vote, I'll show you where.
Amen.
I can take you right to there. I can take you to Mississippi. I can take you where my grandfather's house. I can take you to where the trees they showed me they hung people at. I'll even take you to Medgar Evers' house. I can show you all of that, and it's not that long ago.
And listen, I got the video, so if y'all really want to come to some of these meetings, I'll show you where it started and where we at now.
So speaking of the meetings, why don't you tell the people what meetings and where they can find you, how they can be more educated on this subject?
Well, right now, the Department of Detroit Outreach on Voters Education and Engagement, we are getting ready to kick off our 2025 launch. And so what we're going to start doing now is start setting up pop-up shops where we go around and talk to people throughout the year. We got some elections coming up next year. We want to get people educated on who these candidates are. And then we come into our off year, so we want to start having those pocketbook issues and keeping people engaged engaged on what is important and how they can keep these freedoms once we get our new president in office. So we're going to start doing that. And if you just really want to get engaged with me, I'll have a coffee hour coming up this Saturday. So drop in. I'm willing to help you.
And where is that?
That's going to be at the McDonald's on 13676 Grand River. And
Okay.
I'll be talking to people about the vote and help you understand your ballot and help you look at that ballot more correctly, so when you cast it, it won't spoil and your vote will be heard.
Perfect. And where can we find you, Mr. Dre?
So Detroit Millennial Roundtable, along with Dove, we'll be starting back up next year. The reason behind Detroit Millennial Roundtable is because we want to get more young people activated. We want you to come in and actually sign to be an elected precinct delegate, which we are. That's the first step to actually getting involved in this political spectrum and actually getting some of these people in your face. So we look to start that back up in January. Looking for a location. We usually go around citywide, with
Okay.
that. But if anybody has any questions about it, my number is 313-214-8120. I'm an open book. If you want to talk about this election coming up, we can do that too. So.
Perfect. And Mr. Green, where can we find you?
You can find me all over Facebook, really. But also, I'm going to be joining up with Henrietta pretty soon because I'm hearing what I'm hearing, and I need to be a part of that.
Yes.
Yes. Just because that's what we hear. We're here to bring things together, not just to sit and we had this podcast and go about our business. We need to follow through after these podcasts.
Yes.
And one thing, sister, I thank you, but Black man, I thank you as well, because true leadership comes from our masculine energy. That is my belief. I always say that. I'm not saying that a woman can't do the job, because we will see one do one soon. But in our community, African American communities, I am very grateful for you men who want to stand up and take a part of leadership and use your voice. It is needed. You are loved and you are appreciated. And I thank you guys so much. Thank you all for being here today. This has been a great show. It went by so fast. 2 hours did go by so fast. At any time you guys want to come back, please do.
Well, I'm laid off, so I can come back.
I'm on hiatus, so I can got me.
Okay. Broke Black man. So, you guys know my name is Lake Butler. I also have a show Stream, which airs every other Tuesday. So we won't be on this Tuesday, but we will be on next Tuesday with Jonathan Williams. I thank you so much for tuning in to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, and we will be back here, right here, tomorrow, Wednesday, from 9 to 11. Take care, love bugs. Bye.
Peace.
So I don't usually get nervous. But I was feeling some kind of way following Eminem. I notice my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already, mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs, but I keep on forgetting. Dun, 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 dun. I thought Eminem was going to be performing. I was going to jump out. Love me some Eminem.
Rise and grind for your daily news. Rise and grind, grinding just for you. Rise and